We made USAA Insurance to help you save. Take advantage of discounts when you cover your home and your ride. Discover how we're helping members save at USAA.com/bundle. USAA. Restrictions apply.
The Shark Deck.
Today's Palace Intrigue is brought to you by 5 Good News Stories. Can I interest you in some meatballs made out of mammoth meat? No? All right, hi, I'm Johnny Mack, host of 5 Good News Stories. It's a twice-a-week podcast where I share some upbeat stories like the dog who only will respond to commands if you use an Irish brogue. Or what about the guy who's filling potholes with noodles? Or the woman who, congratulations, she passed her driver's license. Oh, by the way, it was her 960th try. You heard me correctly. It's 5 Good News Stories. Nice, easy way to start your morning. 5 Good News Stories. The number 5 Good News Stories, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. With the coronation a month away, Good Housekeeping took a look at some of the commemorative items already for sale. The King Charles III Coronation biscuits and tin can is just £58 at Biscuiteers. A sweet, very literally way to commemorate the coronation of King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla, this set of 12 decorated lemon biscuits from the Biscuiteers includes edible versions of St. Edward's Crown, the Sovereign's Orb, the Sovereign's Sceptre with Cross and Westminster Abbey, among other things. After enjoying its contents, hold on to the metal tin as a coronation keepsake. The King Charles Coronation Cheese Board is now 17% off and just $19. This fun serving board is designed and handmade in the UK. One side commemorates the date of His Majesty's coronation, while the other showcases some of King Charles' favourite things, his Jack Russell dogs, gardening tools and musical notes, which represent his love for music. A God Save the King wool cushion runs just £125. This luxurious navy-coloured wool cushion is embroidered by hand, also available in duck egg blue. It's the comfiest and cosiest piece of King Charles coronation memorabilia we've seen yet. Sarah Ferguson shared her thoughts about the new king, telling OK Magazine, "I have known both the king and queen consort since I was a child. I think if you look at the king's track record in areas like the environment, where he was decades ahead of his time, and the prince's trust, it's clear what an extraordinary man he is and how fortunate we are to have him on the throne. I also admire the way the queen consort has worked tirelessly in areas like literacy and domestic violence." She also misses Elizabeth. Her Majesty was an incredible head of state, an incredible mother-in-law, and an incredible friend. For me to be able to call her that was the greatest honour in my life. I used to have to pinch myself when I was sitting with her and asking her advice. Her door always remained open to me, and we saw a lot of each other right up to the end, for which I will always be grateful. I miss her more than words can express. Meanwhile, King Charles himself said he is becoming a frustrated old man with attitudes towards the global climate emergency. Speaking recently to German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier, Charles said, "I'm becoming a frustrated old man. It all seems obvious to me. The younger generation, no, certainly. Our position is unique. We have a large population, an appetite to change and find ourselves in a unique history." The King and Prince William did complete one of the late Queen's missions. In May 2021, to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, Elizabeth II launched an initiative to plant more trees, which she named the Queen's Green Canopy. The project called for the planting of more than 3 million trees. Charles and William planted one of the final trees of the project, an acer, in the gardens of Sandringham House. Charles said, "It's hard to believe that 2 years have passed since my mother and I planted a tree in Windsor Great Park to mark the commencement of the Queen's Green Canopy. As the second planting season draws to a close, and with it this virtually important initiative, I particularly wanted to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone from across the United Kingdom who has helped to plant over 3 million trees to create an enduring legacy in Queen Elizabeth's name. This project has shown how simple, practical and positive gestures can make a big difference, and I can think of no more fitting tribute to Her late Majesty's 70-year reign." Palace Intrigue will be right back. Hey, I'm going to whisper some magic words to you. Palace 65. Palace 65. Remember those words, because you are going to feel like royalty when HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, saves you that much money. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why HelloFresh now has 40 weekly recipes to choose from. You can say ta-ta to your recipe rut and treat yourself and your family to exciting new flavors every week. Looking for an easy way to eat well and save money? Cut back on expensive takeout and delivery and get started with HelloFresh. You'll love how fast and easy it is to whip up a restaurant-quality meal right in your own kitchen. In the time it takes to listen to Palace Intrigue here, you could be halfway done in prepping dinner. HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. Enjoy taste and quality done quickly with recipes like falafel power bowls, seared steak and potatoes with bayonnaise sauce, or Southwest pork and bean burritos. But here's the craziest deal for Palace Intrigue listeners. Go to hellofresh.com/palace65 and use that code PALACE65 for a 65% off plus free shipping. That's hellofresh.com/palace65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's one crazy deal.
I'm Nina Hobson, ex-police detective from the UK. I've worked on every crime mentionable, from murder to kidnap to stalking to fraud. When I left the force, I launched my own investigations firm that soon became a global operation. I'm also a single mother of two, to two members of my team, my son Harrison and daughter Amy. Every week, we'll be getting first-hand accounts from psychological experts, operatives, former criminals, actual victims of the crimes that we investigate, and of course, my very own flesh and blood. From Storic Media, you're listening to Codename Siren, a true crime podcast. Available on YouTube and all major podcast platforms.
The Mirror took a look at all the stress that goes into Coronation seating charts and how the smallest of things can become controversial. The Mirror reminds us a seemingly innocent candle caused an uproar at the late Queen's funeral, as some people were convinced it was used to block Meghan. Meghan was sat next to her husband and Princess Beatrice in the second row behind Queen Consort Camilla, but her face was blocked by a large yellow candle. The South Park creators poked fun at it by making sure a candle was visible when their cartoon versions of Meghan and Harry walked down into the funeral service. While we're used to Prince Harry looking scruffy, Yahoo reports old photographs of Prince William with a full beard taken back on 2008 have left royal fans pointing out just how handsome the Prince of Wales was with facial hair. The bearded prince prompted admirers to dub him as extremely hot and even compared him to a royal ancestor. William, who was just 26 years old in the photos, is seen in a smart coat, shirt and tie, along with an impressive beard. One fan insisted that William's beard was giving off some major king energy, while another said, "Damn, he looks so good." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacehendrick@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Hendrick. Good times.